I bought a couple new things, but I think I'm stretching myself way too thin because I haven't gotten any actual work done on pretty much any of the business. Like, I've got my YouTube videos that I've been filming. That's it. I've uploaded them into my computer, but I haven't put them into any editing software or touched any of it. I haven't done any work on the podcast or anything, any planning or design for anything else, literally other than filming these videos. And so I'm trying to get all of my work done. I'm trying to balance improving my sleep, and I'm also working 40-something hours a week. This is just too much time for me right now to try and add a skincare routine. And so the premise of this video is going to be efficiency, consistency, elongation. And this is the same principle that I'm using for my sleep to actually improve my sleep. And I'm going to explain it to you like this. Dr. Matthew Walker explained that the easiest way to improve your sleep efficiency is by constricting the amount of time you spend in bed, forcing your body to maximize that amount of time to its fullest, right? So instead of trying to go to bed for 10 hours at a time and only having like an 80% sleep efficiency, which effectively gives you 8 hours of real sleep, instead only give yourself about 7 hours in bed. This will force your body to get to sleep quicker and maximize that time of sleep to actually catch up and be well rested by the time you finally wake up, right? And your body will learn, your body will adapt, and your body will start to actually fight to get as much sleep done in that same unit of time, therefore increasing your sleep efficiency. So in that 7-hour period, you might get 100% sleep efficiency, which you then start to build consistency off of that. So you go to sleep at the exact same time every single night for 7 hours, maximizing that efficiency and then building the consistency. And then you slowly start to elongate that unit of time so that your body is already efficient with its use of time and it's consistent. It understands when this is happening. And then now that you're slowly increasing the actual time spent in bed, your body's able to adjust to that new time and use its high efficiency skill level to get more sleep done in that same slightly longer period of time. And this is what I'm going to be trying to implement in my work. Because instead of trying to work for 4 hours one day or 1 hour another day, and just being all over the place with work, my brain doesn't know how to be efficient with that use of time because they're all different time slots. And so each time I go down to work, there's so many different factors that I have to think about for each different time, right? So there's just way too much that I'm trying to handle. And so what I'm going to do is I've worked out that I've got about an hour of perfectly free time every single morning that I can get some work done. And so instead of trying to work 1 hour when I'm working, like at my shift job, and then working 1 hour in the morning, and then on my days off try and work 5 hours, I'm only going to work the exact same 1 hour time period that I would usually work to build that hardcore consistency throughout the entire week. And then the days that I don't have work on, I'll go to the gym, I'll go do any shopping, things like that, where I can fill that time with productive stuff. But just building that raw consistency through the entire week. Because at the moment, I'm not consistent, right? I work some days, I barely have any, I just don't have consistency, right? So I'm going to hopefully share this process with you of starting my work at about 9 o'clock and then until 10 o'clock a.m. in the morning, I'm going to be doing everything in my power to get as much work done in that period of time. And then as soon as 10 o'clock hits, no more work done, right? If it's before 9 o'clock, I can't get any more work done. If it's before 9 o'clock, I can't start my work. And if it's after 10 a.m., I can't do any more work, right? And this is going to force me to become more and more efficient with my actual time which will allow me to use that hour to its maximum potential. And the good thing about that is pretty much no matter what happens in the morning, let's say for some reason I forgot to hang my washing out, I've still got like an hour buffer around that hour of work to get stuff done that I need to get done, which means that I'm never going to just randomly have to miss out on a day, because I've got this safeguard of it's only an hour long, right? Instead of trying to work for 2 hours one day or 1 hour one day and changing it based off of the days, just going in for 1 hour every single day is way better. And then when it comes to days that I have no work on and I have more free time, instead of trying to do back-to-back hours, I would much rather do a single hour in the morning at the exact same time, and then do something like go to the gym, come back, and then do another hour of work with the same intensity and efficiency. And the reason why it's so important as well to start with such small sections or units of time is because, well, have you heard of the book Atomic Habits? That's literally the entire principle of that book. And I'll distill the entire book into like a sentence. When you want to start flossing, don't floss your entire mouth. Floss a single gap, right? So right in the middle of your two big teeth, just floss that. And just floss that same gap every single night for the entire week. Don't do any more teeth, but always get that one gap done. Then the next week, do a second gap. And then the next week, do a third gap, until you're slowly gone over every single gap in your tooth, and you're then doing every gap in your mouth every single night. Why? Because you want to make it so absolutely easy, you cannot fail, right? Because if you just tried to do your entire mouth, even after doing that for an entire week, because it's so much force, because it requires so much willpower, it's going to be really, really difficult for your brain to etch that into its neurons, right? Because it has to build so many neural pathways because of how many movements it is, because of how long it takes, how painful it is to do all of that. Whereas just flossing one single tooth, your brain can go, oh, right, we just floss one tooth. You just go there, bang, 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 done. Do that for a week, your body's going to go, okay, cool. Flossing a tooth, right? So the same applies to the work. Just do half an hour of work, right? Just get half an hour of work done, but get it done well, and then expand like a week later to an hour of work, right? Same thing for literally anything that you want to develop. Meditation. Don't just try and go feet first into the icy cold water of meditating for an hour every single day, because you're going to get burnt out. You don't have the willpower, or you don't have the neural pathways built up, or the neuroplasticity to immediately just grab onto this incredibly difficult thing and drill it into your brain chemistry. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing over the next while, and I'm hopefully going to remember to update you on how that is going. So thank you for watching this little video. I know it was a bit of a short one, and I've just been kind of but I hope that you've understood what I've been trying to say, and I genuinely hope that this will help you implement whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's going for sprints, flossing your teeth, reading. Just distill down, figure out what it is you want to get done on a regular basis. So for me, it's like, I want to be able to work 10 hours a day and not be burnt out. So let's go 10 hours. That is a very difficult thing to do. So let's go ahead and push that 10 months away. right? Let's push that 10 months away. And then each month, I build on an hour of work every single day. So for this month, March, let's do this. Okay, let's actually do this. This is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to show you over the next 10 months how easy it's going to be to develop myself to work for 10 hours per day as if it's nothing. By using this atomic habits principle, the entirety of March, I'm going to work for an hour every single day at the exact same time without fail, consistently. And then January, February, March, April rolls around, I'll add an extra hour. Maybe it won't be able to be done in the morning. Maybe I'll have to do it when I'm here at work. Maybe I'll only do it on my days off. But I'll add that second hour for the entirety of April. And then the next month I'll add another hour, making it 3 hours, right? And then 10 months time, I'll be working 10-hour days as if it's nothing. Right? And that's my promise to you. So if you don't believe me, just wait around 10 months, get no progress, and then see me make massive progress and then regret not doing anything. It's literally your choice. Okay? So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.